Okay, wow, welcome. Oh, my goodness. We had, last week we put it on the shelf, and this week right now it's the first leg of Road Trip 21. TME Road Trip 21 begins, 2020 begins, and Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, Brian Freeman, and 2 weeks, you guys. We're setting out on a road trip for 2 weeks. We're at Tommyknocker Brewery, and really the starting point at Tommyknocker Brewery. A lot of trips that I take into the mountains. That's my first stop, Tommyknocker Brewery.
Well, they either start here or they finish here. That's
Both,
the truth,
right? Yep. And Steve,
if
thanks
you're lucky.
for coming on the show.
You bet.
Here, a lot of people start out their trips, right? Tommyknocker Brewery.
Right down. We're on the way to the mountains, and we're on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
So it's kind of amazing, like all these European people that come through here, like they'll come through sometimes with a backpack full of stuff and just leave it on our front step because they've done their backpacking trip of Colorado Rockies, and this is their last stop before they hit the airport.
Oh, that is actually really cool little
cool,
tidbit
huh?
of info.
Yeah.
I like that.
We are not backpacking.
No.
Brian
we have
needs,
Big Red.
You're going to hear stories. So the next 2 weeks, here it is. So there's 3 of us going out on a road trip. It's Road Trip 2020. It's the 3rd annual. We set out and we do a tour of Colorado, Steve. I think I showed you our itinerary. It's a little loose, but we're going to, here at Tommyknocker, we're going to set up what our road trip is. You're going to hear all about it. But first of all, I want you to know that our Instagram story, Jay, right? Jay, yes. I need you during this. Yes. What are you doing right now?
I'm cross-posting the show.
Oh, okay.
Our Instagram's going to be blowing up. I'll help out Jay on that
story,
one.
Story, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at the story. That'll be good.
Well,
do you know what an Instagram story is?
Not really.
Steve? Okay. It's just a series of events throughout the day. Yeah. It holds it for 24 hours, and people can go on the Instagram and they check out the story and they see what your story is.
Wait, it disappears?
It does disappear. Well, nothing on the internet disappears, right?
Yeah,
at all. But we're getting a little bit back to life. We didn't know we were going to be able to do road trip.
Because of COVID?
Absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
And how are people feeling? Region opening back up. Interesting time to do it, but we felt it was more important than ever to go out there and show Colorado agriculture, to show the connection to our food. And how is our food doing? Yeah. We don't know. It might not be doing too well.
I bet you it's going to be interesting seeing how people are handling COVID as you go around the state.
Yeah.
Because I just went to Creed this weekend, and the farther I got away from here, it seemed like fewer face masks, and people were a little more relaxed about it, and the anxiety was a little bit lower. So it was interesting.
So as we were planning road trip this year, each year it's changed a little bit. First year we towed an Airstream, and we were kind of self-sufficient to where if we needed to find someplace that we could put the Airstream for the night and hunker down.
I have fun memories of that
Airstream,
was good, man.
Right?
That thing was beautiful.
Second year we towed another trailer, but we had some stops along the way that we could stay from friends. In Durango, we'd stay at an Airbnb here and an Airbnb.
Do you remember what was the nickname for that second year?
The bee, right?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was the bee or the banana.
Big yellow, ugly
yellow,
looking.
Yeah.
Comfortable enough, and
another
I
give
home
it
base.
props. It was a Winnebago.
Yeah,
the Airstream though was very fashionable.
So every year you get bigger and better, right, Steve?
Oh yeah.
Well,
what are you doing?
We went backwards.
What are you doing? Hotel rooms?
We're in a truck.
Oh,
we're in a
well,
truck.
I don't know.
We've got it all in the back of a flatbed truck, right?
Yep.
And tarp over the top.
I don't know that we went backwards, though. I think we're moving forward.
Well, because I had to get Princess an Airbnb for the next 3 nights. He literally, Brian, come on. I mean, because we have to talk about, and that's what this road trip's going to be about. Yep. It's going to be about stories. It's going to be agriculture, farm, and we have a lot of farms and breweries, distilleries, ranches. You're going to see a lot of Colorado. But each year the accommodations, and actually COVID kind of dictated how campsite. Not all campsites are open right now.
Nope.
Some pull-in are with your RV. You can pull in, or cabins. But camping is just now starting to open back up a little bit. Casinos, heck. The Four Corners, we were going to stay at the U-Tribe Casino. Closed still.
Not doing that.
And hotel rooms are probably open because I hear that people don't really want to stay in hotel rooms. And
it's hit and miss.
Oh, really?
It's interesting. Some hotels are open because they're still having to close rooms. So they can only go at 50% occupancy, just like the restaurants. So it is interesting.
Let's dig in. What we want to do is, now that our audience is joining us, this is the beginning of Road Trip 2020 every year, the Modern Eater Show. We set sail throughout Colorado highways and byways and dirt roads, and trails.
And if you want the most interesting content about
Facebook,
local
YouTube,
food
Instagram,
right now,
Twitter, we're hitting all of our social
for
media
the next
platforms
2 weeks, folks.
And we want you to join us as we do that. So what we do is we source a bunch of goodies, just like Tommyknocker, right? We're sourcing some delicious beer. We're going to take it around the state, and then we bring it back for July and August because that's our signature summer dinner series.
Nice.
Every Tuesday night in the month of July and August, we have a different chef in Colorado. And when I say the best chefs in Colorado, every year we have a great lineup. But this year I'm particularly fond of.
Well,
you want to hear the lineup?
Yeah,
do you know the lineup?
No, I don't
the
know.
location matches the chefs. So tell the chefs.
Okay, I'm going to tell you the lineup and how you can get ticket information and everything else. But what I want to do is take a quick break right now. And we have Chef Carrie Baird, who's actually going to be joining us in the next 10 minutes from her house. So we're going to Zoom from Tommyknocker.
She's got a new restaurant, though, right?
She has a new restaurant. Yep. She's trying to get back to normal, but I can give you a hint. There's something in common with the first week of the summer dinner series and Chef Carrie Baird. What they are, I don't know, but we'll tell you when we get back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand-mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663. The modern eater loves Rome sausage, and I know you will too.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.
Oh, okay. I'm just sharing this to my favorite Facebook groups. And this is the first stop of Road Trip 2020, where Tommyknocker Brewery in Idaho Springs, one of my favorite stops. As a Colorado native, this is an absolute must institution. Steve's with us. Tommyknocker, we're open, right?
Yeah, we're open.
Open for business.
Yeah.
Well, and how long has this been an institution here?
25 year, 25th anniversary this year.
God, congratulations.
I know.
Cheers to that because, holy smokes, I came here in 91, and you guys were here.
Yeah.
Right? You were here. Yes, you were.
You were.
All right, and change is going on. It's really cool in here, Steve.
Yeah.
And obviously the beer, you can't go wrong. You have the variety of the beer, fantastic.
Yeah, we had all the normal variety of beers, and we just did this nice bump out, which is COVID sensitive, to give people more room in the bar. The bar was pretty cramped before, and the interesting thing is we closed down Main Street in town, and we're seating people in the street, which is wildly successful.
And just as you drive off, you see the main streets closed down a little bit. It looks like kind of that festival feeling to it.
Total festival feeling, weather dependent, of course, but people are really liking sitting outside. And also, I think that's COVID sensitive, too. People want to feel the air. They don't want to be in a room with other people right now. So on Main Street, all the restaurants are doing it, and we're going to bring in more and more entertainment. We're having a band on Thursday night outside. We're going to bring the farmers market in and do it on Main Street. petting zoo, burro rides, little things, all kind of COVID sensitive and ease people in to give them an experience when they come to town.
Get back in. Experience is what it's about. The TME Road Trip, that's the hashtag that we're using, hashtag TME Road Trip. I would watch our Instagram story. That's where you're going to get most of the unplugged content, don't you think, Brian?
Oh, I got to tell you, just looking outside.
TME Road Trip, hashtag, that's where you're going to get most of the content.
But more than that, check it out. Check it out, because I'm so excited. I'm just looking around, man.
So as we do the road trip around the state, we get ready for Summer Dinner Series, and that's where we left off, who are first week. You can't beat it. She's always been here for the show. We're going to check in with her in a few minutes here. And she's a regional finalist for the James Beard Award this year. Top Chef Carrie Baird is going to start out the Summer Dinner Series. That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be good.
Each dinner we pair with a brewery, distillery, winery here in Colorado, locally. And I'm thinking, you were thinking fancy what?
I was thinking fancy toast beer. I mean, I don't know if I haven't heard that yet. It might be, when
delicious.
you mentioned her name, I was thinking that'd be kind of interesting to do a beer for her called Fancy Toast.
Would it be like an avocado cilantro, or you wonder?
Yeah. But I think it would be like a little bit of a burnt porter or something like
toasted
that. Toasted
amber,
with
those biscuity flavors and bready flavors, and accented by something fancy.
That would be delicious.
But hey, I got to give you a shout out though, because one of the things that I don't think a lot of people know about, Greg, is it's at the Summer Dinner Series. One, you never know who you're going to run into. And you don't know, someone like Carrie Baird, she might bring her boyfriend who's running...
Blake Edmonds.
Blake, who's running Senior Bear.
Yeah.
And he might be in the kitchen as well with her. And that's the cool thing about the Summer Dinner Series is you don't know who's going to be there.
So we do 2 weeks on the road trip. Come back July 7th. We have about 2-week break when we come back. Get ready for it. Pizza Republica, George Eater, we met a new friend. George Eater is a really cool guy. He owns both Pizza Republicas in downtown, just connected to the convention center. Mm-hmm. If you've been downtown, you've seen that by the Blue Bear, Pizza Republica, and then the one in the D.C. connected to Comedy Works.
Yep.
Downtown, he said, all right, we're going to do Summer Dinner Series. You're going to be able to do it this year. We didn't think we were going to be able to do it at Studio Kitchen. Too small. We've got plenty of space on that.
And he's shutting down his whole restaurant. I know. I mean, he is
because
so gracious.
the second week of Summer Dinner Series, Chef Troy Gard.
Yep. And do you know them all? Do you memorize them like I have?
Of course.
Do you think Jay has?
Yes, I do.
Jay, I think he has. He's strapping up.
You think he has? Jay, who's the third week, Jay? Summer Dinner Series.
We're keeping him on his toes. Jay, third week Summer Dinner Series. He is calling out.
7/14/21, Jesucio Silva.
No. Okay, so the third week of the Summer Dinner Series is a collaboration between Biker Jim Pittenger
and Carrie
Baird.
No. I got you. I threw you a curved loop. Yeah. You know who it is. It's Fairy Godmother.
Yeah, Carly Smith.
So
thank you. Biker Jim Pittenger, Carly Smith, they're going to do a fun collaboration. The fourth week is Jesucio Silva. He is another great chef. Fantastic as well. The fifth week is who, Brian?
Fifth week after Jesucio is my great friend, Dana Rodriguez, and her and I, back in her days of Rioja, used to pound it down in the alley. I love that gal. She was just one of the best.
There are 4 James Beard regional finalists. There's Kelly Whitaker. There is from Stanley Marketplace and Annette, there is Carolyn Glover. And then there's Dana Rodriguez and Carrie Baird. We've got 2 of the 4. So Dana Rodriguez will join us.
But
then it's Chef Brother Luck,
chef,
and then it's George Eater from Pizza Republica. He's a great Italian chef. Mm-hmm. And then to round it off, the last week, 8 weeks of dinners all summer long, is Chef Justin Brunson. So we will have quite the summertime, and we're going to tell you how you can get your tickets to the Summer Dinner Series as we start out at Tommyknocker right here. And you're either those jalapeno poppers are off the hook, or you got the heat on in here. Which is it both? Woo! And that's what summertime's all about, is road trips. Have you been out on the road yet this year?
I went down to Creed this past Saturday for a day trip. Overnighter was good, and it was hot down there.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. You know, it was a little pet project every community went to. We were kind of trying to see how people were reacting. Mm-hmm. Were there lines? Were they social distancing? Were they wearing masks? It was just fun to kind of see what was going on with the COVID sensitivity.
Yeah. Your favorite place to camp or visit in Colorado?
Colorado National Monument, I would say.
Yeah.
Great place. You know, fruit is cool. Good restaurants in the brewery there, too, and great hiking.
Yeah, here's where we're going. Heading out of here tonight to go where, Brian?
We're heading to Fruta. Wait a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what is this? Are you coming?
I don't think I'll pass.
So-
Hey, well,
You
listen,
don't know.
we got
We've
a
got
nice
it.
cushy
Yeah,
Airbnb for Brian.
We've got a yurt.
So we'll be in the Palisade Grand Junction Fruta area in that wine region. Really cool agriculture in that region. But we've got
there's a ton.
lot of places that we're going to visit, and we'll be there for 3 days until Friday. And then Friday we head to Paonia, Colorado for the next 2 days. And that will be summer solstice. Did you know summer solstice is this Saturday?
This coming up. Yep.
the longest day of the year.
And you got to know where we're going.
We'll
We're
be
going
there.
to the best place, Big B's.
Yeah.
Right there,
Excited,
good old
yeah.
Jeff Schwartz.
Yep.
And, and I don't know if you knew this, but his brewer that was making his cider actually did a spin-off and started a brewery right in Paonia.
Yeah.
Called Chrysalis.
Chrysalis.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
Sean.
it's
I haven't heard
a
of that
barrel-aged brewery.
Oh, nice.
He's got some cool equipment. There she is right now. Looks a little choppy, unless she's doing that pose. They're doing a thing on TV because of all the Zoom calls people do. Is she frozen or is she posing? Is she frozen or posing? What do you think?
I like that.
Are you frozen or posing? Which one are you doing?
I can hear you.
Hey, Carrie, we can hear you and see you.
Hi.
Hi, hey. Oh, hey, we're at Tommyknocker
Hi.
Brewery. This is our first stop of road trip, and we hope you look at our Instagram story because it will be popping.
I love it. I like
yeah.
the new hairdo, Carrie. Brian here.
Hi, Brian. My hair's the same. I have the quarantine do going, just like everybody else.
Absolutely. Are we in your backyard?
Yep, I'm home today.
Carrie, have you been to Tommyknocker Brewery?
Where is that?
Idaho Springs?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
On the way up the hill?
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Are you guys drinking beer?
well, we're talking about, what do you think about like a fancy toast beer? How would that taste?
Maybe we could make like a beer cheese and top a fancy toast or something.
We were just thinking about naming a beer fancy toast, and we were trying to figure out what
Oh,
that would
I
taste.
see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was saying
that'd be yummy.
a roasted porter or something like that.
Ooh. Yeah.
But Steve is
So
with us.
I'm an IPA drinker, so that's where I would go right
Oh,
off the bat.
really? They've got some delicious IPAs here. We're starting out on the first leg of road trip, Carrie, and we're fresh, we're showered, we're clean, but we've got 14 days ahead of us, me, Brian, and Jay. Who do you think will come out alive? Is she frozen or posing?
I think she's
You're
frozen.
kind of coming in and very well.
Coming in and out? How's your excuse me, how's your Wi-Fi connection?
Coming in and out.
I think we've got a pretty good Wi-Fi connection. Yours is
I'm
good?
at home. It's regular.
You're at home. Okay. So summer dinner series, we're going to go get a bunch of goodies. What would you like? And you're the first dinner, which is pretty bold. You said, okay, I'll start it out. And you always do a great job. But starting out is a little difficult in Colorado because agriculture and produce is just at the beginning. You don't have much to choose from Colorado-wise. But you've got a lot of delicious ranches and meats. And what are you thinking you're going to want to do on your menu, Carrie?
Well, I'm definitely going to pay attention to where you guys are going, but it's early summer in Colorado, so the berries are really great. I'd like to see some berries. I'm crossing my fingers. Maybe you'll have a little bit of corn. I love corn. Squash will be happening. Lots of cool lettuces, I'm sure you'll find. So, but then, like with the ranchers, give me some dope beef and pork and chicken.
Would you mind if I brought you some peaches?
Ooh, yeah, some peaches.
Because those will be going.
Will they be ready?
Yes.
And we're going to the Four Corners. There'll be a lot of corn there. We're going to visit the Ute tribe and bow and arrow. So we'll actually be
Get
digging
us some
in.
chilies.
How about some polenta?
So, Carrie, should we cheat at all? Here's a
Yes,
question
please.
for you.
Anything like that. That sounds super fun.
I have some roasted frozen chilies from the Western Slope from last year because the chilies won't be ready till August, but I can hook you up if you want to do something that no one else can. I've got 3 bags,
Yeah,
3
I'll take 'em.
five-pounders.
Okay.
Yeah, I will totally hook you up.
Cool.
Carrie, where's your favorite place to camp in Colorado?
Yeah. Ooh, good question. Fruta, probably. I like to ride bikes. And then, down south where you're at, my sister went to school down in Fort Lewis and Durango, where you guys are headed. Good camping around there.
Yep, heading to all of those places.
Wait a
for
second.
sure.
Don't you have some roots down in Monte Vista?
Nope.
No? You just did the potato festival down there with us.
Yeah,
That's right. I
that was
forgot.
super fun.
Was it where, Carrie, you did barrel racing when you were a young lady.
Yeah.
Where were you doing that? Montana? Where was that?
Idaho, southern Idaho.
Idaho. Okay. Thank you. I love that smile,
Yeah.
though. You perked up right when I said barrel racing.
I wish I could have a horse. Oh my gosh.
Carrie's relaxing.
It's a dream.
She's in her backyard. Okay, Carrie, what's going on with you? A lot of folks, and we get the opportunity to catch up with you. But what are you up to? What are you doing business yet? And a lot of people are looking forward to getting back and eating your food. Are they able to do that yet?
Yep, we are open 5 days a week, hence I'm home on Tuesday. We're open, and, it was a slow start, but we're getting better. But, food's better than ever. I had a few weeks to redo the menu and, made some thoughtful menu changes. And it really ended up making pies right now. So offering some pies by the slice also, which has been really fun.
Rose's Classic Americana. How'd you come up with the name?
We were thinking, Blake and I, what's the most American thing we could think of, and we really wanted to go with that rose tattoo logo. And so it just kind of happened, roses and that kind of Guns N' Roses look. Yeah, it just kind of happened.
I like it. That's cool. So the first week, that is July 7th, and that's Carrie Baird's dinner. We're going to be down at Pizza Republica, and we have a sponsor of the show, Elevation Food Service Reps, who's going to build a outdoor kitchen for us. What do you want to cook on? Because we have to make it to your specs, Carrie.
Let's get some wood fire grills. If we're going to be outside, let's grill.
Let's grill. Okay, do you want what kind of protein? Lamb, chicken, beef, pork?
Gosh, you tell me, guys. What do you find? I haven't put too much thought into the menu yet because I wanted to wait and see, what was popping.
What kind of goodies? Yeah. All right. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do is figure out what's popping out there right now and bring them back for it. That's really cool.
Yeah. Well, what's cool is Carrie, you're going to get to choose between. I can't tell you. I think we've got 4 or 5 different ranchers with their meat. We're going to go see Toby McPartland in the next couple days.
Pig farmer. Yep.
We're going to
go to
Sangre's Best. We're going to see them. We're
Corner
also, though, Corner Post and Carrie, someone that no one's gotten to try their meat. And so we might talk to you about this one because check it out online. There's a place called the Surf Hotel in Buena Vista. They have their own ranch where they're doing some long hair. It's not the Scottish Highland long hairs, but another Highland long hair beef. And no one's gotten to use their beef except them. So you've always had to go to, and you should check this hotel out because it's like a French village. Yeah. It's
near Salida. Yeah. Well, 2 weeks. I don't know what it's going to bring, but if you want some laughs, Carrie, tune in to our social media, and we're going to do a daily show. And no promises, but 8 p.m. we'll recap the day every single day. So if you're around, please check that out. And we'll see the survival. Okay. It's called the survival of the fittest is what you'll see out of the 3 of us.
Well, and here's just for the people that are betting on us, I'm the only one I think who knows how to drive a stick. So reality is,
are you kidding me?
Come on, I got a bunch of city boys with me.
Did you not see my Saturn, bro, that I drove for a decade? The cheapest Saturn humanly possible to purchase.
Maybe you're.
It's going to get weird, Carrie. How's Blake? Is Blake nearby? I'll bet he's about 2 feet away. Where is he?
Yeah, he's probably 4 feet behind that wall behind.
He's behind the
me.
wall. How are the chickens doing? Are they all still alive?
Oh, yep, we are doing great. They are, I can see them now. They're just laying in the sun.
Can we see them? Show us your chickens.
I'd walk out. Yeah, I hope it doesn't mess up our connection.
It's not a great connection.
But I'll go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Oh,
Nice.
look at that. Look at the
Look at that.
backyard. What the hell are you guys doing?
It's called an urban garden, man. I like it.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you're back.
Can you kind of hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you a lot. So now you're on your cell signal, which is great.
Here's the chicken coop and the girls. Hi, come here, honey.
Wait, are you
They're all late.
Are you constructing that little town right there, that chicken town?
Yeah, there they are. Come here, ladies. Come on. They're laying in the shade. They're hot.
Yeah,
It's hot here today. It's got to be almost 100. This is Bobby. She's my sweetest one. Come here, baby.
Bobby likes
She's
you?
really sweet. Yeah. Come here, honey. Come on. Good girl.
Boy, those are
Good
young.
girl.
Those are young. You just get those this year?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, they won't be mature. They're not going to be laying eggs for 2 or 3 more months. Come here, ladies.
It looks like they like where they live, that's for sure.
I love, Carrie. It
They're
looks like you've
definitely
got
spoiled.
some heritage birds, not the normal ones that everyone just gets the 2 kinds of layers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I've got 2 of the layers. These 2 leghorns. This is a black Cochin here. And then I got 1 silky. Come here, Rocket. Come here, baby.
Rocket.
Okay,
yeah. Name them all. What are the names of your chickens?
So you're seeing Sue Baby right there. And then that's Rocket. And then I got 2 buttercups that are called Pat and Dawn because we're not really sure what their gender is. And then this is Bobby, our favorite girl. And then the two leghorns we haven't named because we can't tell them apart yet.
That's Jay and Greg.
Jay and Greg. Yeah, here's my coop. Blake and I've been building it all summer.
I see that. What's up with the front door there? Does that just come down like a guillotine?
Yeah. Well, I kind of wedged it in there during the day, but it just slides shut at night.
I see that. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it could probably be prettier, but the coop's really cool. You can, hold on, let me open it. This front door opens, and then it's easy to clean. And I can see inside
for sure,
and see what they're doing.
So, Carrie, you don't have any
there's-
city foxes or city coyotes over there, do you?
I've seen raccoons, but I've never seen any fox.
They let you pet them?
But they're super sweet. I mean, we got them when they were just a few days old, and we've been handling them full time.
Now, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Do you ever bring them inside the house?
Oh, yes, they just moved outside 2 or 3 days ago.
They're in their new Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
so
now-
here's their coop, and then at the end this is the nesting box. This lifts up.
Where they lay their eggs.
So,
Now, Carrie, will you eat any of these, or will you just let them be layers for you?
we're just going to go for layers. Like, we talk a lot about what we'll do when they stop producing, but we have a few years to decide.
Yeah.
We'll eat Rocket at some point.
But I've had these.
Rocket is so dumb. They're all really smart. Ladybird is the biggest one. She's the black Cochin here.
Oh, she runs it.
But there's Rocket, so dumb. Like 10 minutes behind every day.
This is urban farming at its finest right here.
Do you want to see my garden?
Yes, we do. Connection.
My garden.
Way better on your cell service right here. This is
good.
Great.
So I have 3 rows of squash here, zucchinis and squashes. I got 1 rogue guy that popped up from last year. He wasn't supposed to be there.
He'll be delicious.
Here's my compost pile. But and then this is a cucumber row. We're gonna try trellising them this year and see how it goes. This is a pepper row that also we hang everything, and then 3 rows of tomatoes here. that we're just getting started to hang them up.
You decide to go the tomato route. That's interesting. All right.
You always got to throw a few in there.
They really like our soil for whatever reason.
Okay. All right.
So
Where are
3
your
rows of
herbs at?
tomatoes.
Where's your basil? Where's your rosemary? Where's your...
I mean, I don't want to sound like a priss or anything, but I don't put a lot of effort into growing things that I can readily get from my growers organic, you know.
You shut your mouth. Because you can go out there when you have a delicious pizza at night, and you just go out there and because you're going to get the jalapenos out of there, right? And you probably have 6 varieties.
Oh, I don't even think we have a proper jalapeno, but no, I hear what you're saying. But with just my limited space,
you have a ton of space.
We tend to focus on things that are a bit more exotic.
Carrie, I farm on a balcony. that's my farm. I love this. We've never been invited over, but we'll do that sometime if But if we can spend the night. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. The guest bedroom.
Sure.
Greg's good in a
I
tent.
was thinking about the chicken coop.
Yeah, Greg gets it.
I'm out there with Rocket, you know. I'm out there
Rocket is, I mean, they're all just so sweet. They would love to cuddle you, I'm sure.
How about some roosters for your neighbors?
Oh, my gosh. I'm just terrified that Rocket might be male because she's so different from the others.
She make a lot of noise?
No, she's very quiet, but she's just like I said, she's just different, and she's slow.
I'll tell you the good thing about that, Carrie. Though, quite honestly, right there and then you have a new broiler. So they make the decision for you. If they start making noise, you're like perfect chicken soup.
Carrie, if you don't mind,
we have to eat. They're silky.
We'll probably check back in with you a time or two in the next couple of weeks when we find some cool stuff. And thank you for loving us throughout the years and just taking part with the things that we do. We appreciate you.
It's a Carrie.
Yeah.
Wait, who's that?
Hi.
Is that Philip? Who is that?
Yeah, it's Philip.
That's Philip and Michael from 291.
Because they were building a birdhouse over there.
You ever been down to Distillery 291, Carrie?
I haven't.
Well, there's Philip. You know, who doesn't know Philip?
I love it. Hi, Philip. All right, well, I'll let you guys get to it. Have fun. Drive safe. Brian, teach those city boys how to drive a stick.
Oh, stop it. Are you kidding me?
Carrie. Thank you.
Oh, my God. You shush up your mouth.
By the way, even if it's just a COVID due, you look great. It's always good to see you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Brian's such a charmer. Okay, thanks, Carrie. We'll see you soon.
You're welcome. Talk to you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, here we go. Switching gears. Look at Philip there.
Philip,
hey.
Hey, and who is that? Michael Myers.
And Michael Myers.
It is. What's happening?
What's happening, you guys? We are on
Drinking
the first...
Slushy?
Drinking a slushie. We're on the first leg of our road trip 2020. It's 2 weeks, and this is day number 1. We slept in our own individual beds tonight, but tonight it's just one bed and a tent.
A yurt.
One bed and a yurt.
And I wouldn't even say day 1, guy. I'd say we're on like hour 3.
It's going to get weird, you guys.
Where are you guys?
We're at Tommyknocker Brewery right now in Idaho Springs. First stop.
Yep. Michael, awesome. I don't know if you can see Steve right here. We've got a connection. Michael Myers.
Steve.
How you doing? We have 291 behind the bar right here. I can see it from here.
You sure do.
Yeah. Philip says, yeah, you bet you did.
It's good.
Thanks to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Who's Jimmy? Jimmy still
He's our Mountain Town sales rep.
Yeah. Good guy.
Too much. Hey, you guys down there, you've been putting out a lot of cool content from the distillery, whether it's daily check-ins at 2 p.m. Is that right?
That is right. We 2 p.m. check-ins, and then we were doing 5 o'clock. Hold on, we're trying to put it on tripod. There we go.
You think you guys would have this mastered now?
But we moved that to Mondays and Fridays, and then we have music every day of the week.
Every day?
Except for Saturday.
Except for Saturday, yeah.
Okay, are things starting to open up in the normal way? What are you doing differently and starting to get back into it? No, nothing?
No, we are still doing cocktails to go and slushies to go. But every in bottles, we are not open. You guys have been in our taste rooms. We are so small that we think we'll do better right now with everything.
50% capacity is you and Philip.
Exactly. Our staff just about, makes up that. Sorry.
No problem. You're getting a text.
There for a minute.
I get it. I understand. So, but you're out there and about, and you're probably servicing and seeing accounts now, Philip and Michael.
Well, I'm still not on the road because I hit all the other states such as California and Texas and Florida. We just closed Illinois and Wisconsin as well. So we've been working really hard behind the scenes, getting into other states during COVID. My sales team here in Colorado has been on the market since the beginning.
Hang on a second. Hang on. What the hell is that?
It's our grain cart going by.
That's the grain cart?
Yeah. Rumbling the brewer's spent grain cart.
That is... I thought it was either a
I thought it was a biker
storm
group
or a biker group or something is happening here in Idaho Springs, man. If you had any idea.
Yeah, we felt like the world was moving.
Woo, that was good stuff. Idaho Springs and Tommyknocker.
We're staring at Jay, right? Where's Greg?
We're out here. We're out here. Take your phone and take your thumb and go to the right on your phone.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
either way.
See what's happening. There you are.
There we are.
There we go. Technology.
Good to see you guys. So you've spent a lot of time in the distillery the past few months, probably 90 days now. What's the strangest thing that's went down? You get alcohol and Philip and Michael in one place. There's things that come on, give us what's gone down in there?
He wants some 291 secrets.
Yeah.
Well,
I've watched some of these
goes down on the road.
Yeah.
Not too much goes on.
Have you slept in there?
For a lot of work.
We've just been, really, like, I don't say it lightly, with like our eye on the prize of what happens after COVID, and really building a new normal. Murray, who is our CFO, who you guys may have met, we created a web series for our resellers called The New Normal and Reselling for Spirit Specialists. That's a 6-week series. It's ending this Thursday will be the last one. And we have the CEO of Drizzly, which is a liquor delivery service. He's our guest speaker, and he's going to help educate our liquor stores on his product and what they can do. So we've really just,
Yeah, and we drink when the taste room's open. That all our friends come in, and that's when things get weird.
Those are the weird stories.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, truly.
I know there's good stuff. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
We like every once in a while we have a last night yesterday.
Yeah.
We sat in the tasting room or in the back and on the sofa like you guys are sitting, and had slushies, and then went home. And I mean, because there's not much going on. So we, yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys are so downplaying it. I've recorded some of this stuff just on video, just on the video. There's been stuff that I've recorded that's like, oh my goodness, these guys are off the hook. No, but actually, Philip, I want to tell you to sweep the leg, Cobra Kai. Sweep the leg.
What does that mean?
You haven't seen Karate Kid,
yes,
man?
I
Sweep
have.
the leg.
That's the final knockout.
No.
Yes, the final knockout punch.
I don't think I've seen that since I was a kid.
Young Ninja Warrior.
That's my
It
age.
seemed like you were having fun when you were howling from your
Yes,
apartment.
yes. It was an interesting time. 90 days, people
It was.
trying to get back to normal a little bit, but here it is. We're able to go on road trip. We think it's more important than ever to show people what's happening around Colorado and how they're dealing with COVID and what agriculture looks like and what other breweries and distilleries are doing. So you'll have to keep an eye. Yeah, you'll have to keep an eye out on what we're going to go see. And
Come see us.
we are, but we won't look like this in 14 days. We're scheduled to see you 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, we're on the tail end of it. I love that.
The last day.
We have some. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
What I was going to say, Philip and I did get out to Buena Vista to the Surf Hotel. We love Wesley Rose. They sell a lot of our whiskey. They make amazing cocktails. So we were out there for a night, and that was awesome. We had a lot of fun. That was the first time we really had drank in the last 90 days
90
or
days,
whatever.
yeah.
So that was fun. I hope you guys are swinging by there.
Yeah, we're going to be there Thursday night. If you guys want to come back and join us, we're going to be...
not this Thursday, 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days, sorry.
Don't tempt us with a good time.
We might be there.
You guys should do it, man.
Tonight. I'm
Yep.
game.
It's not
It's
this
not
Thursday.
this Thursday,
it's the
next
following
Thursday. Yeah. The day before
Okay.
we're with you, or the
It's
weekend
like,
before.
okay, yeah, fine.
You guys
We
should
can
do
do
it.
We love them. We love that hotel.
All right, so you guys sit there, and Steve's here with us. We're at Tommyknocker Brewery. We're going to talk about a couple of things, and we're going to wrap up talking about some cool things that are happening here at Tommyknocker. Here's one cool thing. Steve got us a six-pack. This is coming for Dave Thibodeau from Scott Brewing Company. He's going to join us in Paonia, and we're going to hand this off to him. Did you write anything on here
Yeah,
for him?
right there. Dave and Steve, have a great day. Right there.
Oh, nice. Got it. So out of here tonight, guys, we're going into Fruita, Colorado.
Direct. Well, are we
Direct.
might make a pit stop though.
So we're
on
gonna,
the way there.
We're going
right?
to hang out. And
Carboy, are we going to pick up some wine?
we're going to go to Breckenridge, pick up a little wine.
Pick up some wine.
You got to have the
Carboy.
wine from Tommyknocker, and I mean the beer from Tommyknocker and the wine from Carboy. So we'll head out. We're collecting goodies along the way and then handing them out to people. Then while we're in Fruita, we're going to cover the region. So between now and Friday, we'll be at Grand Junction, Palisade, and the wine region area. We've got Field to Fork Farm we're going to stop at. We're going to stop at Black Bear Farm.
Deer Forest Ag.
Yep, we're going to stop at Clark Farm, who is the longest-running farm in Palisade. Did you know that? It's a centennial farm with a centennial family. So we'll start.
Yeah.
We'll stop at the Clark Farm.
Like, how would I not know?
And then we will
Blaine,
go
where
out
you're
of there.
forgetting Blaine's.
Blaine,
Tomatoes.
the tomato farmer. We'll head out of there on Friday into Paonia. Paonia, we're going to spend the 19th and the 20th. The 20th is summer solstice.
That's Saturday night.
That's Saturday night.
And who are all the people we're going to see?
Oh,
there?
my goodness. The people are going to
Big
come
B's.
camp with us. We'll be at Big
Chrysalis.
B's. We'll go to Chrysalis. We'll go to Toby McPartland, the pig farmer. We'll go to...
we might slide Lance Hansen over at...
slide him into the equation.
Slide him into the equation.
And then we have AJ.
AJ. Oh, is AJ in?
Another
Yeah,
farm.
AJ's at the Deer Forest Farm.
Yep. And then we'll head out of... On Sunday, we'll head out of Paonia down to Montrose. And we're
Yep.
going to go see Storm King Distillery.
Oh, that's also
you guys
the other.
ever heard of Storm King Distillery?
No.
Yeah, right out of Montrose.
All right. Cool guys there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we're going to go to South River Aquaponics and
Yep.
get some mushrooms. They make pristine, delicious
Incredible.
mushrooms.
They're doing like a chestnut mushroom, a couple oysters.
That Sunday night, we'll
Lion's
head
Mane.
into Cortez, Colorado.
Bow and arrow.
And Monday morning, we're going to take a tour of Bow and Arrow and the Ute tribe, basically by Mesa Verde.
Yeah. Well, Ignacio, Colorado, right in the Four Corners there.
Then we'll head out to Durango.
Yep. Back up to Durango.
For 2 days.
Sunnyside.
We're going to go see a meat processing plant.
That's Sunnyside.
We're going to go see 2 farms. One is James Ranch. They have ranching and farming. That's a really cool place in Durango.
Yep.
And then we will head out of Durango into Monte Vista. And then we're going to head through the
we gotta
San
connect
Luis
with-
Valley
yeah.
up into Crestone and Saguache.
White Mountain, Green Earth. We want to hit Rain Beers.
And we're going to go to Frontier Trout Ranch.
Trout Ranch in Saguache.
And you have to go all the way up to Salida to get back down to West Cliff, Colorado. To go to the Sangre's Best in the San de Cristos. Then that's when we're going to head back up into Buena Vista and go to Surf Hotel. And then from Surf Hotel, we're going to go down into Victor, Colorado, that's by Central City, Colorado. And we will see Gray Wolf Resort.
Yep.
And we're going to go
Rocky Mountain Organics.
We're going to go foraging with a dude named Bobtail Bob.
Cattail Bob.
Cattail Bob. Cattail Bob.
Cattail Bob.
It's the first thing you've
It's
ever
amazing.
remembered.
I know. That's what I was going to say. It's amazing this
Cattail
trip.
Bob.
The clarity that I have with the names. Usually, Michael, the first time I met you, I wanted to call you Pedro the next minute. I cannot remember anyone's name. It's the worst. It's like a hex.
Pedro Myers.
That I was given, yeah. And today, as you can see, I'm all over it.
The names.
And
then from there, believe it or not, Victor, Colorado, we head out of there to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and see Distillery 291.
Whoop, yep.
Chef Brother Luck, and then we'll stay in the Black Forest at Corner Post Meats.
Oh,
And,
nice.
And then we'll head home, and that'll be on a Tuesday.
Well, and hopefully we see, or a Monday, but
2 weeks.
We'll Fruition Farms.
And then one of us will be dead. I don't know who it'll be.
Or one of us might be in the Cambro. We're very lucky. Somebody gave us a Cambro for the trip.
Which is basically a cooler.
Yeah, which is basically a cooler. And one of us could freeze the other one, and we could be served at the Summer Dinner Series.
So will you have a
So it might be
slushie
really
waiting
good.
for us, guys?
You bet.
That's what we need.
Well, more than one.
Yeah.
Well, 2 or 3.
We're going to need more than one. Guys, what's new in the whiskey world?
We have Father's Day release. We have 291 straight Colorado rye whiskey and 291 straight Colorado bourbon whiskey.
I need
Wow.
Bottles. There's only 100 bottles out of the tasting room of each one.
There's a few select Easter eggs that are hitting the market in the mountains and Denver, though. So if you don't get to get them here in the tasting room, you can always look for those little Easter egg bottles around that are there, too. But, yeah, out of the tasting room, what's different about it? What's cool?
It's aged 3 years in 30-gallon barrels.
Yes.
It's our oldest whiskey to date, right?
Yep, it's the oldest whiskey released so far.
Do you guys remember how to interact live with people, like in front of them anymore? I forgot.
No.
We feel so socially awkward right now when we go out. We're like, oh, my goodness. Well, Brian does.
Wait.
It was funny when we went to the Surf Hotel, because we know all the staff there. And, normally you go to give them a hug or shake their hand or something. And you're like, everyone's just kind of standing there doing this.
About 6 feet away.
It's really weird.
Elbow bumping. I know. And so, guys, Surf Hotel, we haven't been yet. But give us the inside scoop. What do we need to see? Who do we need to talk to? Who do we tip? We need to know the inside scoop.
Yeah, right now I only know Scott, the chef.
Bobby.
Of course.
You got to go see Bobby. He's bartender extraordinaire there, server.
Yeah, the funny thing about Bobby is I don't even know how many years younger than me, but like a lot, like eons. And he and I grew up a mile from each other, and we found it out talking. He grew up in Alpharetta, Georgia, where I grew up, and literally our homes, even though it was 30 years difference, maybe even more, were like a mile from each other.
How does that happen?
For a drink, you're going to want to get their 291 barrel-aged Manhattan. It's aged all during COVID. It's phenomenal. Their lasagna there is probably some of the best lasagna I've ever had. That's what I had for dinner when I was there.
We might hijack. We
might
There's
come.
a good chance we're going to show
That
up.
would be so
We
great.
would love to see it. It's the
They're known for
26th,
those.
guys. I'm pretty sure it's the 26th. It's a day.
So
I'm putting it
Manhattan,
in my calendar right now.
Manhattans and lasagna.
There's a couple of rooms.
All right, so we'll have Manhattans and lasagna, and Bobby will work with us. That'll be
Yeah,
fantastic.
Bobby and I don't know if Jed Selby's there, but Jed's great. You can always do a Chambon with Jed, and those are amazing. It's not whiskey; it's champagne or sparkling wine, but it's the way to get the night started.
Done and done. A couple of our favorites right there, Michael Myers and Philip Raleigh. You guys are the best, the all-timers right there in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We'll see you.
Yeah, I know you guys are.
We'll see you in 2 weeks, fellas.
See you soon. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank
Have
you,
a good day.
guys.
Thanks so much. We love
Bye.
those guys. 291. You're right, Steve. You have it behind the back bar.
Yeah.
just sitting there waiting.
It's good
Well,
stuff.
and he's got a nice little
It is.
local section, and 291 is in it. You
Yep.
got to give him props.
It's a great day in Idaho Springs, Colorado. This is our first stop. We got to actually get up and get out of here, but got to tell you more about what you're doing right now. So the non-alcoholic, that's something that we...
Yeah, it's kind of exciting. I want to get a sample of it for you because it's pretty
Oh,
impressive.
do you have... Okay,
Yeah,
go
right here.
grab that, and we'll talk about... we're going to head out of here to Fruta, Colorado, right? And we're going to tell you about the adventures that we have coming up for tonight and how you can follow us on all of our social media. I'd go to our Facebook page right now because I put up a little link to my Polar Steps. But you're going to get your Polar Steps going. What is Polar Steps? It's basically an app that tracks your
It's
whole...
weird, too. It's a European app.
It'll show
We
it.
do-
But Brian does a lot
I
of
like that.
U-turns, and he'll go into
Oh,
a
you
town
guys,
and-
you've got to,
Yeah,
if you're out there watching, you've got to get the Polar Steps, because one of the fun things about it is you get to see how I drive and all the little detours that I like to take, because there's one thing that I like showing these guys is nature.
This
And-
is non-alcoholic beer.
Ooh,
All right,
get out
coming
of
up, let's get a word. Excuse me, get a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, with Modern Eater, this is Rich O'Brien with Elevation Food Service Reps. I'm here with one of our sales newly appointed hospitality specialist, Felina Hilliard, and we're here in our showroom, and we've got our bar set up, we've got a lot of time. Come see us, come see what we've got, and Felina can help you guys out in the world of hospitality with anything. Take a little journey into the 38th Avenue kitchen just to see what's going on in here. And as I come in here, I'm noticing, Howard, what are you doing? Nothing. Show me, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing? Look at this beautiful equipment in here. Look at this beautiful... Chefs, restaurateurs, anybody that has anything to do with food service, come on over. We'd love to help you with menu development, love to show you everything about equipment, and maybe we'll even have a few pops.
Hi, everybody. It's Chef Carrie Baird at Rose's here in Boulder. I'm the first chef this year, the Summer Dinner Series. It's July 7th. We always sell out, so get your tickets early. You can get them at summerdinnerseries.com. This year, I'm pairing with Field de Fork, some old friends of mine that I can't wait to have some beautiful produce and cook together. So please be there. Buy your tickets. Do them early. Like I said, we always sell out, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks. How's that?
Okay, back at it from Tommyknocker. First leg of Road Trip, TME Road Trip 2020. And we're using hashtag on Instagram, TME Road Trip, the Modern Eater Road Trip. Jay, when's the last time you had a beer?
Pushing 4 years ago.
4 years? Will you try?
Yeah.
Will you taste that one?
Tell me
for me right now.
I'll tell you if it tastes like beer or not.
Okay.
If I can remember.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a
And
pile-
tell me, does that make you feel weird by doing it?
Yeah, it's always a little scary, you know,
Yeah.
and by you know what I mean by scary, where it's like, oh my God, I've been sober so long, and this is so I want to look at his can. It's good, and I have.
Have you craved a beer? You have?
Not a lot. I mean, I'm fortunate in the sense that I don't crave too much alcohol, But every now and again, just depending on, I mean, we can go through a month of breweries and nothing, and then something will hit me sideways, and God, it smells delicious, it tastes delicious.
Doesn't it? The smell on it, I'll tell you, the smell.
So, okay, Steve, so who's the target customer for a beer like this?
Well,
is it the Jays of the world, or is it me who doesn't want to drink anymore when I'm getting ready to go home?
Well,
can I just interrupt? Yeah. I'm sorry in that answer, but I would tell you as I keep drinking this, I could drink a full beer of that. When any other NA beer I've had, it's for novelty, and I'm 3 or 4 drinks into it, and then I'm like, okay, that's garbage. I could actually drink a whole beer like
and enjoy it.
And enjoy it.
Are you enjoying it right now?
I'm enjoying it a lot, and it's
that because you got a hoodie out of this deal?
No, but it's scary because I keep looking at the cans he's holding because it tastes like beer. It really does.
It's the best tasting. These 3 beers are the best tasting NAs I've had, and the people we're working with have a cooler full of all the NAs in the country.
Yeah.
And we taste them side by side, and what they're helping us make is the best. So
it
far.
really does.
Mm-hmm.
So you like it, Brian?
I like it, man. I'll tell you, the nose on it right away. I mean, I'm all about.
I'm about the
mouthfeel.
mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's got a great mouthfeel to it.
And I'm excited for you to try this one too. This is more.
Thank
of a
you
commercial
for holding the jokes on that one, Brian.
Oh man, it's
I knew that was going to set you up too much.
I know.
with that.
You know what does it
It's
for
a great
me
mouthfeel.
on this is the aftertaste. Is where I enjoy drinking this because
Yeah.
it doesn't have a terrible aftertaste of.
Well, what's weird is
you're drinking fake beer.
it's
you
a
know?
wheat, though,
Steve's
right?
coming back at you with another one, Jay.
Oh, no, the first one wasn't
Can
a
you
wheat
make
because
sure
I've got
that's
a.
non-alcoholic?
Yeah, Jay's a little.
It's NA. Yeah.
It's like I want the skull and crossbones front and center so I can look at it and go, oh, okay, this isn't.
Now tell people so I don't have to do your joke, Jay, because I think it's very appropriate.
Could you give me a little more mouthfeel, please?
Yeah, what joke is that?
The joke is Jay is not drinking. It's not court ordered.
Oh yeah,
Jay chose
that's right.
to do
That's
that.
right. Yeah, just so you know, Steve, my sobriety isn't court ordered. It was my decision.
That's good.
I just feel obligated, given my history and my current state of affairs.
See, now I can tell that it doesn't have alcohol in it, though.
Uh-huh.
I can tell. Can you?
There's a little bit of that trademark flavor of NA beers, but a lot less than other beers.
Right. What else do you have?
Was the first one an orange? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, it was a citrus pale ale.
Yeah, because I could get that. Seriously, though, that tasted good.
Mm-hmm. This one, I did a race on Saturday, and it was like 100 degrees down in Monte Vista. And after the race, everybody's drinking seltzers, and I'm like, screw that. And so I cracked one of these beers, and I crushed it, and it was super, super enjoyable. So I think the NA beers have to be qualified with the experience you're having when you're drinking them. If you're going to sit there and teetotal the beer at the bar in a craft brewery, you're going to pick out some flavors. But in that situation, that was super satisfying because I needed something. My body was craving everything that was in there except for the alcohol, and that wasn't there. So
That's awesome.
I also felt really good about drinking it too.
And I probably had just a hella burp. Out of that one, just raw. That's it. And again, that's I know exactly what you're talking about when you just crave that ice cold beer, chug it flavor, delicious.
Yep.
You can do that with these. You got 3 flavors.
Yep.
How do you make them? Do you brew them like a traditional brew?
There's a business SPT in Denver that we're working with that makes this other contraption over here, and this was kind of a afterthought to the project we use for concentrating beer for bag-in-box. So the NA beers were developed out of that. And they're doing a system where I have an NDA, so I don't even know the whole complex. But most people are using vacuum distillation. They're using 3 or 4 different techniques to make the product.
I'll tell you, this for a NA, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, get out of here.
Yeah.
The flavor. And maybe I'm a snob, but I got to tell you, Steve, the flavor
I've always
in
wondered,
this,
could you take a beer, like a lighter beer, right? A lower ABV beer. And renownedly, those are the ales, the pales. So can you boost up the booze for me with that in there? Or?
You can, with this technology over here, it's alcohol by choice. So you can have as much alcohol in there as you want.
Does the flavor vary by that?
A little bit.
It
Not
does.
much. 2 or 3 beers into it. If you're going to go from 2 or 3 beers to one of these, you're not going to notice the difference.
Because one thing about I'll just take Coors Light, for example. Love a Coors Light, but take me 10 of them, to even get a little beer.
to enjoy yourself.
Yeah. So if I could just double it, the alcohol in those, I'd like that too.
They call that vodka.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Are you the only one doing this process or what?
There's other people. There's a lot of NA beers out there. This company, we're on the forefront with them. They're working with other people also. But we got in early and see the vision. The Better Few category is huge right now, and it's even bigger in Europe, believe it or not. So some things you got to kind of watch the trends. And
Interesting.
This is something that we're looking at. And the other cool thing is the alcohol that's the byproduct from this, we're actually making hand sanitizer out of.
The Blood Orange IPA.
So we're making Blood Orange IPA hand sanitizer.
And you sell that?
Selling it by the gallon.
To who?
Well, we've sold probably over 150-gallon jugs. We were selling 5-gallon kegs of it in beer kegs, and it was going too fast, so we cut those out. We're just doing gallon jugs, mostly to local people that word of mouth. We're not really advertising it because we can't make it fast enough. Eventually, we'll get caught up when we start releasing these NA beers. We'll be making more of the alcohol so we can make more hand sanitizer.
Did hand sanitizer plunge when they started talking about surfaces don't carry?
A little bit, yeah, but still everybody has to have it.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Everybody has to have
What
it.
else do we need to know about Tommyknocker as you reopen and get going again?
We have the Main Street closed. We talked about that a little bit. That's kind of fun, so welcome people
Totally fun.
to experience our town. There's other great restaurants and breweries and cideries and stuff.
Can you walk around one beer to another place?
Can't.
No,
you have to
can't do
be
that?
in the actual fenced-off area
Yeah.
to enjoy that business's alcohol permit. but they're all close by, and they're all enjoyable.
Absolutely. Town's reopened, looking good.
Weather permitting. It's Colorado.
It's hot.
Gosh,
I
I'll
think
tell
we're
you
gonna
though.
last year we were cold on road trip.
Yes,
pretty
and
cold year.
we still
Year
might.
before?
Just don't listen. This is Colorado. Listen. Come on now. It's Colorado.
true.
5 minutes from now, it's going to be snowing.
It's a hot one.
But here's where I want to go with Steve, though, because listen, if I'm a business owner right now, I'd be petitioning to keep this street closed forever. I got to tell you, when we came in, are you hurting because someone's not driving down versus
Well, that street
making
doesn't
people
serve
walk
much
down?
purpose either.
Well, we
except
did
through
lose
traffic.
70 parking spots, which is a big deal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
And even some people who didn't see the vision, they were anti, have come around and said, that is amazing. The energy on Main Street's great. I'm not sure it's applicable for year-round, but for sure June, July, August, maybe September. Wintertime, you know how it is in Colorado. You can have 20% of the days are beautiful, you want to be out there, and 80% you want to be in here.
For sure.
So,
yeah, if they made it like a cobblestone path or something.
Yeah.
Like an outdoor region, like a mall area. But we continue on, and your staff is excellent. Shay was our bartender today. You were able to keep all of your staff, weren't you?
we kept all of our staff
that wanted to work. Yeah.
Right now, we're in the final stages of hiring everybody last one back, and some of them have held out trying to take advantage of the
you get that
perks.
that turbo unemployment.
Yep,
you know,
yeah.
unemployment on steroids.
Yeah, no, we're getting busy. If we almost had normal numbers this past weekend, that's how good it was.
The accommodations are always fantastic, and you come up here to Tommyknocker, they treat you like they've seen you 1,000 times. That's what it's all about. As we're on the wrap it up is when they say, let's get this thing on the road. Right. That's exactly what we need to do. Road trip 2020, and we're heading out, man. 2 weeks. This is our first stop. We'll have Tommyknocker beer by campfires, and we're going to trade them off with Dave Thibodeau, but we're heading out, and you need to wish us luck because I think we'll need it.
I'll wish you guys luck. I'm kind of glad I'm not going with.
Yep. Remember, there is no social distancing in that truck.
No.
We are...
whatever Brian has, I have.
Jay now
vice
has.
versa.
Yeah, I gave both of you it, so you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
Right,
listen, man, I had a beer burp.
Oh,
what was that like?
It was really.
Oh, you look like a little baby boy right there.
It was really exciting. It was really exciting. Just that, goes through your nose, and you're
into your eyeballs a little bit.
Like, ooh, It was
and you don't feel guilty.
It's kind of like you're assuming it's.
Are you
not
waiting for a
alcohol,
buzz?
And it tastes like booze.
You know how you wait.
Yeah. You know what I remember about drinking is like that the first warm feeling like in your gut when you do like your first shot or your first cocktail or your first beer and you get enough in you, like half the beer, and then all of a sudden you get the warm go down into the gut. I kind of miss that.
I'm glad you went with half a beer, not half a bottle, because I feel that at the half a bottle mark.
Have we paired you up with a dinner yet for summer dinner
Not yet.
series? Not yet. Okay, we've got 8 of them. They're great. You always get the pick of the litter, whatever you want to do. We're going to continue on. The food was delicious. The beer was delicious. All of the cool stuff, the NA beer. How can people get the NA beer? Is it at
It releases for 4th of July weekend in selected accounts. We're doing a variety 6-pack.
And people can probably be at the brewery and grab it.
Yeah, we'll have it up here, of course.
Yeah, no problem. All right, Tommyknocker Brewery, great hosts as always. Keep an eye. Our Instagram story is going to be special as always. We'll do daily shows. We're hitting 8 p.m. We're thinking throughout the day. What we're going to do is we're going to go get a bunch of great interviews, chop them up, and then we'll go back and do an 8 o'clock show, and then we'll take those interviews and just disc jockey them like records. Cool. Here's this interview. Here's what they're doing. So we've got a full 2 weeks ahead. You'll enjoy it. Colorado agriculture at its finest. Brian Freeman.
Yeah, stay tuned, though, because we might put the golden ticket in some special place from one of the Tommyknocker brewers around the
show us
state,
how easy that is to open one of those up.
So we added this rip to unzip to our sleeves. I hope it works.
Oh, yeah, it'll work. No problem. Rip to unzip. Oh, it's always fun.
So the concept is the can is even more recyclable when you separate the sleeve and the aluminum can. So you can throw this in the plastic recycling and this in the aluminum recycling. It also gives us the opportunity to do promotions and put a golden ticket under the sleeve.
Oh.
So it'll promote the behavior for people to start learning to unzip because the sleeve is getting pretty popular.
So give me an idea what a golden ticket would be.
Well, if we work with, say, Loveland Ski Area with their Pine Bow Pale Ale, it could be a season pass.
That's awesome.
Or it could be a lift ticket, or it could be a beer at the bar.
Genius.
Or it could be dinner at Tommyknockers. It could be win a trip. road trip with
you know,
you guys.
something like that. Put a little fast food restaurant on the map called McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you know that.
Monopoly?
That's cool stuff. Thank you as always, Steve. Steve, does anybody want to take a stab at his last name? Jay, you go first.
You know, I always say it like I believe it's pronounced in his native
But
land.
don't let him don't give him a reaction, okay?
I say Inderhoos.
Okay. Brian?
In their house.
Indrius.
No,
Boom!
well,
We'll see you
listen,
next time. We'll be down the road going to Fruta, not Fruta. If you want to be a local, it's Fruta, Colorado. Fruta. That's next. Okay, the Modern Eater Show continues down the road. # TME Road Trip.
20.